You are welcome, welcome, welcome. You are welcome, welcome, welcome. You are welcome, welcome. Welcome, guys. Welcome to another episode of Random Talks with Anna M. Thank you guys for always riding with me. Thank you so much for your comments, your likes, your shares, your engagement. Anyway, in conclusion, thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I love to get feedbacks from you guys, and I love that you are willing to share your thoughts with me. Thank you guys so much. If you are new here, hi! Like I said, this is Random Talks with Anna F. On this space, we talk about everything and anything relationship. Your spiritual relationship with God, your romantic relationship with your significant other, and your platonic relationship with other people. Everything that we talk about here, irrespective of the topics that you would see, when you go through everything, that you would be able to, pin it to either or all of these things that I've just mentioned. So these things are something that tickle your fancy. I'd like you to subscribe to this channel, and you'll be glad that you did. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So today I asked so today is not going to be something too serious, but it's serious nonetheless, because I asked you guys to ask me any question that you have, any question whatsoever, be it about my own life or about your life or about life generally. Be it relationship, be it academics, be it finance, anything. I gave you guys a blank check to ask me any question, and you guys asked. Kai, you asked. So today we are going to be doing questions and answers. I'm glad that you guys you desire to drink from my well of wisdom. Okay. So I'm going to be answering your questions. Let's get straight into wait. Before we go straight into it, subscribe. Thank you. Let's get straight into it. Is normal, absolutely normal. You've been in a relationship, let's say back to back, maybe it's a single relationship, like it's one relationship, and the relationship lasted for, let's say, 5 years, just for like an example, for 5 years, and you leave the relationship. This is your first year. You are currently counting your first year as being a single person, as being a single guy. It is normal that you will miss being in a relationship. I mean, it is very, very normal. Now, it's even worse if you had back-to-back relationships with people, like not same person, not one person. You've had maybe 2 years relationship with party A, another 2 years relationship with party B, another 6 months relationship with party C. Something just happened along the line, and those relationships broke. Now you are counting maybe 1 year or maybe months of being single. It is very normal that you will miss being in a relationship. But we often tell people that, when I say we, I mean family life practitioners, your counselors, right? We would often tell people that after you break off a relationship, maybe the person broke it off with you or you broke it off with that person, give yourself at least 6 months of breathing space. 6 months of not looking at another person, 6 months of not thinking to go into another relationship. That is the least, or that's the minimum. Personally, I would advise that you give yourself a year. Personally, I would say give yourself a year, so that any unresolved emotions that you have with that person would have resolved. Any pent up anger or anything would have maybe not totally resolved, but at least to a reasonable extent, if you are really intentional about your growth and moving on. So to answer this question, it is very, very normal. You handle it by immersing yourself in other things. That's the truth. You handle it by immersing yourself in other things, and don't begin to think that you are missing out because you don't have a spouse. When I mean, is this spouse now? Because you don't have a partner. So don't dwell on the fact that you don't have a partner. When you dwell on that fact, you begin to feel like you are missing out, and you don't work on your healing. Because truth be told, even if that relationship that you broke off was the sweetest thing ever, there would be some things for you to heal from when you break it off. It might not necessarily be that you are healing in a negative aspect. If your relationship was blissful, if it was sweet, and maybe it was because of genotype you guys broke it off, or because of something reasonable you guys broke it off, you have to give yourself the time to balance, because that breaking off will hurt you. So you need to give yourself time to get over the hurt, and just don't focus on the fact that you no longer have a partner, or that you want to be in a relationship. No. Focus, channel all your strength, all your energy into something else. Your career, spiritual life, your ministry if you have one, something that you really enjoy doing that is not affiliated with relationship, that is not affiliated with anything romantic. Just pour your power, pour your strength, pour your attention on those things, and before you know it, you will grow, you will be fine, you will heal. All right. Baby, do you want to answer that for me? Okay, so if you're a lady, I don't know the person that asked this question. So if you're a lady, I don't know if you understand what we mean by soft scalp. Yorubas we call it ekonri. Okay, so I have a very soft scalp. I have a very sensitive head scalp. So any small thing like this, it dey pain me. Do you understand? It pains me. I have severe pains when I make my hair. Even the loosest styles that people would usually not complain about, I will complain. So I just woke up one day. I just woke up one day and said, okay, so I didn't just wake up. I'd been nursing the thought of barbing the hair, but I was just postponing and postponing. Then one day I just said, enough of this postponing or postponement, as the case may be, and I just went. My husband carried me to his barber and they barbed my hair away. Why are you doing like that? I didn't know the one that carried me to your barber. And they barbed my hair. And when I barbed my hair in 2021. Prior to that moment, I already trimmed it. I trimmed it because I transitioned from relaxing my hair to natural hair, and then I transitioned back to relaxing because I just wanted to look for possibilities. I just wanted to look for ways that the thing will stop paining me. Because if I make hair now, you may say that it's normal for hair to pain somebody, but is it normal for a hair to be paining you for 2 weeks after you might have done it? I don't think it's normal, but that was how it happened to me. So you get, so when I barbed the hair, I felt the peace that passed it. Let me go and say it. I felt the peace that passed human understanding, and I just felt like, no, I don't think I want to go back to that making of hair again for now. But yeah, so that's the reason. I think I've answered. That's the reason. That's the reason I barb my hair. And then I should not be barbing, because I mean, it makes me look small, Abby. I'm already small, so the thing is making me look smaller, Abby. But then I don't own any wig, and it's not like I don't. I have answered your question. See, I want to believe that maybe this person, I'm sensing that this person is a lady. This person that asked this question, whatever your gender is, anyway, I don't even care. Is marriage an achievement? The answer to that is whatever you choose to call an achievement is an achievement. If you decide that waking up in the morning, every morning, is an achievement, my sister, my brother, it's an achievement. If you decide that getting a pen of maybe 200 naira or 500 naira is an achievement, my person, it's an achievement. So the answer to that question is, whatever you call an achievement is an achievement. Whatever you decide that is an achievement is an achievement. So if you decide marriage is an achievement, is an achievement. And if you feel that it is not an achievement, then it is not an achievement. Now, Pastor Mildred will say something. She would say marriage is not an achievement, it is an assignment. And I absolutely agree. I concur. But on the flip side, marriage is something that you should do. Hear me. I didn't say marriage is something you must do. Marriage is something you should do. So if you are able to, if you go to school now to study medicine and you graduate, in fact with flying colors, would you call it an achievement? Yes, you will. But on the flip side, is it not an assignment? Yes, it is. Because the degree you collected, the degree you bagged when you finished school, when you finished college, when you finished university, you will not go and keep it now. It will not just be there. You will use it. You are committed. You have been commissioned to an assignment. You have been commissioned to go out there and help people. I think there's something like swearing of oath for doctors. Baby, am I correct? There's this oath that you will swear. So it's just the same thing like marriage. When you're on your wedding day, you make vows. Do you understand? So marriage can coexist as an achievement and also an assignment. But the fact that you are not married does not make you less of anybody or less of a human. You are very fine. The fact that you are not married, if that's the context you're asking from, that is it that if you are not married you have not achieved? No, there are so many other achievements that you should really work towards getting. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the part B of your question says, how do you manage loneliness as a single person? Okay, I think I have answered it when I answered the other person that asked that question, that first question. You manage loneliness as a single person by putting your energy, your focus, your time, your every other thing, by focusing on something else. You direct it on something else. Don't constantly think about your relationship status. That's where loneliness will come in. Do you have friends? Do you have family members that you are cool with? Do you have siblings? Do you have co-workers? Because there are some co-workers that are your colleagues, that you'll be cordial with. Do you have these people? It is not until you have a significant other in your life before you can enjoy life. You can go out with your friends. You can go out on a solo date. You can go out with your church members. You can hang out with people around. So that's how you manage loneliness. So when loneliness wants to creep in, what do you do? What do you like doing most? Do you watch movies? You can pick up Christian movies, watch movies, read books. If you enjoy books, read books. If you enjoy strolling, you can just take a stroll. In fact, if push comes to shove, if it requires that you go and register to a gym, even if you think you don't need it, go and register. All right, just do every other thing to distract yourself. Don't focus on the fact that you are boolless or you are bayless. All right. To give you the backstory of all these things, I'm just getting to see these questions. We call it random talks with Anayef. So I didn't want to prepare. I didn't want to say, okay, let me peruse the questions and then come and give you top of the head kind of answer. So I wanted to surprise myself as far. Yeah, random. So that's why I'm just seeing these questions afresh. As you are hearing it, me too, I'm just hearing it. I'm just hearing them. Do you help your husband? Where do you come in? My sister, there is no one answer fit all to these things. Your marriage is different from my marriage. My marriage is different from every other person's marriage. All right, you know your husband best. Look at it. Where do you think he needs help? Wherever you have seen or wherever you have, or if you think your husband is perfect, that he takes care of everything, he is on top of his game, maybe you may want to send me a DM. All right, that would mean that we would have to curate some specific things for you. We have to tailor some things specifically for you. But and that case is quite peculiar, because I've never met a man that is on top of his game at every or in every aspect of his life. I have never met any man like that though. They will always need help. That's why their ribs are missing. So they they will always need help. So I don't know if your husband is somebody that has it all figured out. Then that is another, in fact, a very special case. Enter my DM. But if your husband is like every other guy that I know, then if you are really careful and you look at it well, just take note of it. You will see where your husband needs help. If it's financially, you support him. You people have to have, which will take me to your second question of in terms of school fees, how do you go about it? You have to have a conversation. What works for party A might not work for party B. What works for party B might not work for party C. Sometimes what works for party C and party D might not work for party E. Do you understand? So both of you have to have that conversation. You have to sit down and have that conversation. As a matter of fact, that you are asking this question now, well, it's not too late, but I feel that all of these things are something you should have, are the things you should have discussed during courtship. But it's not too late. Maybe children have not started coming, or maybe children have started coming. Still have that conversation. Sit down. How much do you earn? How do you that asks that question, how do you earn and how much do you earn? How does your husband earn and how much does he earn? Do you want to do it 60-40? Do you want to do it 70-30? Do you want to do it 50-50? Do you want to do it that your husband will carry 80%, you carry 20? Do you want to do it your husband will carry 90, you will carry 10? Do you want to do it you will carry 90, your husband will carry 10? Have that conversation. It depends on the inflow of finance. It depends on the inflow of money to the both of you. So you people have that conversation and reach a conclusion. Or maybe for you, you may think, you may go, another family may go, I'm going to pay first and second term school fees. Third term, you are paying everything. For some schools that they do yearly payments, you may want to say that if your school fees is 100,000, you want to say, I'm sorry, but this year I'm thinking I'm going 30,000. You do 70,000. Another year, I will do 70,000. You do 30,000. Just have that conversation. That's what will help you. Like that, both of you will be on the same page and your expectations will match. It will not be like your husband is expecting that you will do something, a certain amount, and you are expecting. Have that conversation. That's how you go about it. Have that conversation is very important. And sometimes your husband might just say that, no, my children are my children. I'm the head of this home. You don't need to pay anything. You don't need to do anything. I got you. Beautiful. Have that conversation. You develop yourself by constantly building on what you already have. I will explain. Whatever it is that you already have before becoming a wife, whatever it is you already have before becoming a mother, constantly build on it. After you might have mastered a particular, maybe not mastery like that, but at least you know that nobody can say go and sit down when it comes to a particular subject matter. Things you have been doing before you became a wife or before you became a mother, build on those things. Then now look for some constant learning. You have to constantly learn from books, learn from movies. I was sharing with some people. I was ministering one day and I was telling them that sometimes I don't watch some particular kind of movies because I have a vivid imagination. For Nigerian folks that you are watching me, if you are hearing imagine Nami, I have a very vivid imagination. So I don't watch some movies, I don't listen to some music because I just know that when I watch them, I begin to my brain begins to feed on them. My body, my spirit, my soul, everything begins to just feed on them. Right? So constantly feed on things that will make you grow, that will make you learn new things, know something, even if it's 1%, know something about everything. Don't lose yourself because you became a mother. It will want to happen. You may want to experience mom guilt, but the truth of the matter is, it might sound harsh, right? But that's the truth. People that okay, so now who takes care of a mad woman's child? Who takes care of a mad woman's child? It's God. Who takes care of a child that we gave birth to and the mom goes, or we lost the mom? It's God. So you may want to feel that mom guilt, but always remember that if you are not in the picture, your children will survive, your husband will survive. So you don't want to relegate yourself. You don't want to become something of yesterday because you became a wife. And I'm trusting that you that asked this question, I'm trusting that you have a very understanding husband. So you may want to have conversation with your husband also, that okay, so this motherhood journey, this wifely duties they are beginning to take a toll on me. They are beginning to take their tolls on me. So how do you think you can come in to help me? That is if your husband is not proactive. Like if your husband is somebody that you need to really have conversation with, please do. All right, but always have it at the back of your mind that you don't want because the truth is your husband will grow, he will keep growing. That's the truth. It will keep growing. The things that can stand in your way as limitations, they are not in his way as limitations. So it will keep moving. And it will get to a point, if you are still stuck at the level that you are, it will get to a point that you will no longer be fit for him. The man you married will no longer be there. Both of you will no longer be on the same level. And when that happens, you become resentful towards him. So you don't want to allow that. You need to constantly build yourself on things that you were doing before you got married, and then when you have mastered that, take on new things, take on new challenges. Unnecessary, my sister. You don't like it. Have you had conversation with your guy? Does he know that you don't like it? Make you no go do billboard. You should not go and do billboard at ShopRite or somewhere and then kneel down in front of everybody to say, will you marry me? And you, shame don't catch you. You nearly want to die, and you don't know if to say, if you should say yes or no, and you're there saying I should run away. Does he know that you don't prefer a public proposal? Does he know that you don't like afẹ́fẹ́? Does he know that you don't like flamboyant stuff? Does he know? If he does not, please communicate it in clear terms. Communicate it so that the man will not go and waste time and is not doing anything that is impressing you. So communicate it is very important. It is not necessary. Honestly, it is not necessary. So maybe you want to be on the same page with this person. Let him give you reasons. If he likes to follow trend, he's a content creator in here. You have to support your man. So if he likes to follow trend, maybe you guys just have the conversation. See, communication is the bedrock of any relationship. So communicate, talk to him, ask him questions. You two put your reasons down. You people, both of you should, reach a consensus. It's fast becoming a norm that people will do their traditional wedding and then church wedding. When they go for church, it is after the service. Like immediately you are saying, Grievous Christian, because I think that's like the most common wedding song. And you are going out, they're already giving you your takeaway, your packs. Thank you for coming, and that's it. They don't go to any reception or anything. I've even attended a wedding that there was no food, no water, nothing. We went into the church. They had done the traditional. We went into the church. They joined husband and wife, and I traveled. Though it was not within my state of residence. I left my state of residence. I traveled with my family. We went there. They joined the husband and wife. We did everything. We came out of church. Everybody. We did order of photograph. Everybody went home. I personally have witnessed that kind of wedding. So that they are even giving food. That one is even nice. You get so, and the ceremony was not long at all. It was just short and very excellent, very excellent. So I said all of that to say that it's not bad. People do it. In fact, it does not matter. It does not reduce you in any way. In fact, I would subscribe to that kind of wedding if it were to be something I liked. I would have subscribed to that kind of wedding, because after your ceremony, you will have enough money. The money that you will use to feed people you don't know, you will have enough money to set up yourself also to even enjoy your honeymoon. So it all still boils down to communication. Communicate with him. Let him know. Give him your reasons. Why don't you want, I hope you have a genuine reason, Sha. Why don't you want what he wants? I hope it's not because of one superstition. I hope it's genuine. Maybe you had an instruction from God, or maybe it's just your nature. Have that conversation. But to answer your question of is it bad to have a church wedding only and then serve people with takeaway, it's not bad. But for both of you to be on the same page on this matter, please have that conversation. It's very important, because devil is somehow. The issue that you may think is small, before you know it, will just help you to blow it out of proportion, and wedding is scattering already before it's even started. So, or marriage is scattering before it started. So have that conversation, and God will help you in Jesus' name. Now me, I'm the push for myself, because I love soft life. I love good things of life. I have things that I want to achieve for myself. I have a particular future I'm envisioning for myself. So I know that if I don't put in the work, I will not see what I want to achieve. I won't see myself. I won't meet myself in that dream life that I have in my head. So to answer your question, I am my push. I've never tasted it in my life, and I'm not sure I'm going to ever taste it. More often than not, you don't go to God in place of prayer with neutral mind. More often than not. The truth is, for you to even say you want to go to God when it comes to when you are about to pick a partner, the fact that you even want to go to God, it means that more often than not, okay, don't let me generalize, more often than not, you already have a prospect in your mind. So there's nothing bad in having a prospect in your mind. But the truth of the matter is, make sure that that prospect is not encroaching your space. I mean, the prospect is not all up in your head, all over your head, such that you do not have space at all to hear the voice of God. Such that if God is saying no, you are already hearing yes, because the person is all over your head. It's not bad, but it's better that you are neutral. It's better that you've not, as a guy, it's better that you are not eyeing any lady before you start asking God. Excuse me. You are not eyeing any lady before you start asking God that, okay, God, please direct me, and all of those good stuff. And as a lady, make sure that no guy is already asking you out before you start asking God that, God, please lead me to say kinikon. It's better that you are neutral, but it's not bad if you have an expectation. No. As a Christian lady, can you be living with a Christian guy? No. You may want to come now to say that we are not staying in the same room. With different room. I have a 2-bedroom apartment, and she had accommodation issue, so I asked her to come in, yada yada yada, whatever it is that you may want to tell me. No, that would mean that you are tempting the Lord your God. For somebody to be your partner, it means that there is sexual attraction. Deny it all you want. There is sexual attraction. If there is no sexual attraction, what are you guys doing together? Because when you eventually get married, what will help you? So it means that there is sexual attraction, and believe you me, sexual attraction is something that is high. No, even if you have you not heard people that would, have you not heard stories of people that will fornicate when they are praying together? Have you not heard stories of her? She was sad, so I'm trying to console her. In fact, we even held hands to pray, and they fornicated. Have you not heard? So cut the long story short, no. It's a no. It's a no. Can you believe in? No, you cannot. You should not. You must not. You may not. You will not. Amen. All right. I'm not condemning you. You asked me a question, and I gave you my honest answer. Let's assume now that you that asked this question, you are a man. What's your thoughts like? What's your vision like? What did you envision as per your wife? Do you see yourself marrying a prayerful wife? do you see yourself marrying somebody that is up to your level in this in spiritual things? Or is it that you just want somebody that anything goes, you don't care about spiritual things? Also, you as a lady, you are, I'm assuming that my assumption be that the lady asked this question, did you envision that the person you will use to do your head is not somebody that is spiritually sensitive? Are you hoping to marry somebody that maybe something is wrong with your children and he goes, hospital, let's be going to the hospital, and he's even jittery more than you are, because he does not know, he believes so much in village people that any small thing like this is already calling pastors, calling prophets. He does not know how to take dominance in the place of prayer. Is that the kind of life you want to live? All of these things should answer your question. Your kind of life, the kind of life you envision for yourself, will play a huge role in you selecting or choosing a partner. Am I saying that this person is bad? No. The person that is not spiritually deep or sensitive might not necessarily be a bad person. But the truth is, Apostle normally says something. Apostle Emmanuel Iren will say that a prayerless Christian cannot be trusted. So if you call yourself a Christian, I mean, literally, Christian means Christ-like. Christ-like means you have something in common with Christ. Somebody you have something in common with, you don't want to speak to the person. You don't want to communicate with the person. You don't want to talk to the person. How do you now want to communicate with me? How do you want to talk to me? How do we want to gel? So I'm not going to give you a direct answer of if it's okay that you can marry. Marriage is such a long thing and a deep thing. Also, another thing you should, before I move on from that point, another thing you should consider is this person, okay, you are saying that the person is not deep in spiritual things, right? Yet, let me help you to put it yet. Is that the case? If it's that there is yet behind it, and you can see that this person that you are considering, this person we are talking about, is on his or her journey of spiritual growth. This person is willing to learn. This person is paying attention to things that will make him or her grow to your level. Then maybe you can hold on a bit and allow him or her grow. Just hold on a bit, allow him or her grow to your level. Or maybe not up to your level, but you can see a significant growth. That okay, this person is not just lackadaisical and is okay with whatever level he or she is. But if that's not the case, there are a lot of spiritual things that are embedded inside marriage than for you to just do it with somebody that is just okay with being a church goer. You can be a church goer and be firebranded than even the pastor. It's important that you know how to pray. It's important that you grow in spiritual things, in spiritual knowledge of things. It is not advisable. It is not advisable, because it is not advisable. Let me stop there. You people, when I said you can ask me personal question, I meant questions like, do you eat avocado, like that person. This one's now, what's your business? What's your own? In this one that you're asking by yourself. Answer yourself. What concern you? What's your business? What's your business with that? What do you... Things are expensive in the market. Will this give you money to go to the market? But I will answer you, because you cannot beat me. Anyway, number one, did you usually kiss each other? So that would mean that you have never been under any of my ministrations, or you have never, or you didn't go back to binge watch my videos, or you have never even watched the videos I have on my YouTube channel that I did with my husband. So I will tell you the answer, and the answer is, look up, you will see the link to the video that explains all of these questions. Go and watch it, and you will... I bore it all out. I gave you the juicy details of everything. We were open because we want people to learn from us and our journey as Christian couples. Our falls, our falling and our standing, our rising and our anything, we bore it all out in that video. Thank you guys, thank you so much. And like that, we have come to the end of this episode. Thank you guys so much for riding with me. Thank you so much for always engaging. If this is a content that you like, please give it a thumbs up. Please like, please share. I answered questions that will help others, right? So please don't be a greedy person. Please help me to share to people that will that you think they can learn from it. And also please subscribe. You are here, you keep coming back, and you have not subscribed. Hello Nicodemus. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. And until the next time I catch you on another episode of Random Talks with Dana F, be well, be good, stay safe, and always remember that Jesus loves you. Please drop your comments. I want to hear from you. And I don't know, I might just do another question and answer session sometimes very soon. Peace out. Love you guys.